If you aren't new to my channel, you would know that I've been talking about Dossier all the time. It is basically a company that does dupes for popular products like Baccarat Rouge, Flower Bomb, and very expensive perfumes, but they have a way of doing it in such a way that it mimics the notes of the popular perfumes without breaking the bank, because most of these perfumes are under $50. This set that I got, I usually use Golden Rum and Amber. That is the one in the red box. It's actually a Dossier original, which means that Dossier actually made it. But these other two scents I got, Fruity Brown Sugar and Floral Pear, are both dupes for YSL Mon Paris and Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia, and they smell amazing. I don't know when I turned into a vanilla gourmand girl, but these two paired together and even by themselves is the perfect winter scent. So definitely check out Dossier.com.
Oh, hi.
I feel like it's been a while since I kind of did a morning routine or like even a day in my life. So I'm going to show you guys what my days have been looking like lately, because I feel like it's really important because my schedule is basically the same. The only difference is some weekends that I don't remember to like clean, or I don't have time to clean because I do work part-time now in Sephora. I most of the time wake up Monday morning and literally everything is a mess, so I have to like do like a little bit of a basic cleaning in the morning while getting the kids together. Amari usually goes to school later in the afternoon, so I have to dress him up and dress Ivana up so that I can drop Ivana at school. So during this time, I usually just pack their lunch, make sure that all their homework is done. I try to get Ivana to start cleaning up after herself, especially because the toy bin is like right there in the living room. So before she goes to school, I'm like, all right, let's clean up. So we do a little bit of cleanup before we take her to school, just so that I know that like when I'm coming back after dropping her off, I can sit in like a serene environment, and if I need to do some work, I'll be able to do some work. So I pack their lunches. I even pack Amari's lunch just so that I don't have to worry about it later. She always has a folder that comes home with her with a little bit of homework that we do during the day. So now I have to take care of myself, so I have to put on my shoes, kind of get ready for just taking her to school. For school drop-offs, I dress pretty casual, except if I'm actually going somewhere afterwards. If I'm going somewhere afterwards, then I mostly wake up earlier, but most of the time I wake up between 6 to 8 a.m. Today I just happened to wake up at 8 a.m, so it worked out. So now we're getting to the car, and a lot of times with driving them to school, I always make sure that they're really like comfortable, and I always play music, some of my favorite music, just so that they can have like that experience of like just being in this like calm way, like calm vibe before they get to school. So I obviously drop Ivana off. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I love this part of the day because Ivana is the kid that clings on to me so much, and sometimes just having that little break to like recollect my thoughts and actually have one-on-one time with Amari really helps me, because I rarely have time with him because Ivana is always with me. So during this time, I just take her to school. I make sure that she doesn't take anything to school. She's always wanting to take something. If it's not lip gloss, it's her Barbie. There's show and tell on Fridays, so I don't know why she always wants to take something. Anyway, so I make myself some breakfast because I eat the same breakfast most of the time: Greek yogurt, blackberries, and granola. So if you guys don't know, and I'm just going to introduce this on my channel, I have been doing the 75 soft challenge, which is basically a challenge where I drink 3 liters of water a day. For me, that's 2 Stanley cups. I do for 1 45-minute workout a day, and then I read 10 pages of a book, and I am also making sure to eat well. So for me, eating well is cutting out sugar, so that's why my breakfast is more granola and blackberries. and that's what I eat every day. So by this time, I have to drop Amari at the bus. The bus comes to get him, and then he goes to school from around this time to around 4 o'clock. So I have a lot of time. On days where I don't work out, like on today, I was not working out, but usually I would work out during this time. But I noticed that we didn't even have a lot of groceries at home. Yo, do you see my car? This is what the car looks like when you have kids, okay? And this whole 5 cents for a bag, I'm not paying for bags, okay? Because they're only going to go under my sink and I'm not going to use them. So why am I going to pay 5 cents? It's a waste. So I'm just going to have my reusable bag always in my car. So I went to Target. I picked up a little bit of self-care items, cleaning items, things that I need. And like I said, I usually gym during this time, but again, let's get groceries before the kids come back so that way they have food. I usually also use this time to kind of prepare for them coming back, cleaning the house, making sure the house is all neat so that by the time they come back, I'm not like running around or mentally just like, oh my God, where's this? Because by the time they come home, most of the time they just do what they want to do. Like I end up just allowing them to play around after they come back, or like making them food. So this is honestly either time for myself, time to work out, or sometimes just time I get to breathe as a mom. How do I do it? I have my time to breathe, and I don't take that time lightly. So because I knew Amari was coming back home soon, I made him noodles. That's like one of his favorite things to eat, and he eats it really, really well. And I've really been trying to encourage him to feed himself. It's really been a journey, but he doesn't really feed himself right now. So I try to also add a little bit of vegetables, because the child, sometimes he eats his vegetables, sometimes he won't. But I noticed that when I mix it into the noodles, then he eats it a lot better, which I think is like that for all kids. them something. You know, they always go into stores and I'm like, oh, okay, let me just buy you something. So by this time, it's really wind down time. By the time I finish putting all the food away, and they also have these strawberry bars that I really like for them. Again, another way to get their vegetables, fruits in without them fussing. And of course, the noodles that I cooked for Amari, Ivana ate it. By this time, honestly, of the night, we're winding down. I'm like either just chilling with them or we're about to take a shower and go to bed. I try to put them to bed between 8:30 and 9. Sometimes it doesn't go that way. Sometimes they sleep at 10. But yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed this day in my life, and I'll see you again next week for another video. Bye.